Up next on Canada AM, why this Canadian artist is training in the Columbia ice fields.
There are more than 40 national parks across Canada, stretching from Baffin Island to the Bay of Fundy. One of the most beautiful is in the Yukon. In a few days, artist Cory Trepanier begins a 30-day trip to Kluane National Park, where he plans on painting many landscapes. He's been preparing by training in Jasper's Columbia ice fields. And he's here, he's back with us this morning. Nice to see you, Cory.
Hey, great to be back. Thank you.
How was the training? How did it go?
The training was awesome. It was a really neat experience to sort of get my head into the space of getting back out there on a big trip, but also to get onto a glacier for the very first time. And it was a really neat experience to not just get on the glacier, but to learn what I need to do in the event of, falling into a crevasse when I go up to Kluane or other things. So it was a real great time, not to mention it was actually just spectacular scenery, of course.
Of course, spectacular scenery. But what do you think the biggest challenges are going to be? Because you have to be at a certain fitness level to do what you do as well.
Yeah, carrying all my paintings gear out there, and then all the filming
stuff.
gear as well, and everything else with me, food and regular camping gear, does require a lot of fitness that way. There's always the concern of any kind of trip into the wilderness, and that is dealing with some of the wildlife. So along the Don Jack route in Kluane National Park, there's a lot of grizzly bears, same for down the Alsek River, but you treat them well and they return the favor.
You will be heading to Kluane when?
This coming Monday.
Okay.
I head out for 30 days as a launch of a new project that's called TrueWild, a legacy for the national parks. It's my goal with this new project to spend a month each year in another one of our vast wilderness national parks that I haven't been to yet. And though I've been to a number of them in the Arctic from my last project, there's a whole bunch yet that I'm looking forward to get to. We
saw you a little while ago, and you had displayed some of your paintings. You brought one in today, and this is actually Kluane National Park, and the mountains, gorgeous mountains in the background. Was it this painting that inspired you to go?
Yeah, last spring I had the opportunity to do a speaking engagement. We brought our Arctic film tour to Whitehorse as well. And before the week was out, I jumped in a vehicle and I did the 2-hour drive out towards Kluane. And all the way along that road, just my heart started to beat a little faster because the mountains start to loom larger and larger. And it's just an incredible experience. So I got to the edge and I got to only really see it from the edge of the road, and I hiked in a ways. I started this little painting, but all I could think of the whole time was, what's beyond these mountains?
Got to go back there.
I'd love to get in there. So this summer I'm having the chance to do that, and hopefully not just do it for myself, but use the experience to share with other people how spectacular it is back there through, we have an interactive map that we've developed for our website that'll give people a taste of what it's like to get inside the park through the journey, through photos and paintings and videos and all this kind of stuff. And hopefully it'll shed light on this part of our country that as a national park, every one of us owns, but very few people sometimes get to go to these remote places.
And because you're going, a lot of people will feel like they've been there when they see the stuff that comes.
I sure hope so.
The stuff that comes out. How much paint do you have to bring?
Well, I don't paint real thick, so fortunately my tubes of paint are sufficient, but my painting kit alone, because I bring a half-box French easel, weighs about 20-25 pounds. So that's the starting point for my pack, and then everything else goes with it. But yeah, so my training in Alberta, which was just was an awesome experience. Gave me a chance to throw the pack back on again too.
See how it feels.
Get back out there again, and it was wonderful. I really want to thank Travel Alberta for giving me the chance to get out there and do this training beforehand. And Yamnuska Mountain Adventures sent the guide along with me and really helped show me the ropes. Sorry for the bad pun, but it's one thing I'm learning with mountaineering is there's a lot of rope work to be done, a lot of knots, prussics, and figure eights, and all these things that you've got to know as part of traveling on the glaciers.
So much of it is the preparation. So good to have you here.
Well, thank
Best of luck. We'll check in with you again.
I appreciate that.
And what's your website?
TrueWild.ca. People can follow the journey there.
Okay, TrueWild.ca. We'll put a link on our website, okay?
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Pleasure.
And our website is CanadaAM.ctvnews.ca if you want to learn more about Cory's journey.